This is the story of my dad, Tom Gallagher. A man of few words but plenty of wisdom. A man whose hands could build almost anything and whose quiet smile could ease a room. Dad grew up in a small Irish village in the 1930s. Life was simple then. Muddy shoes, wool jumpers, the smell of turf fires in the evening. He spent his childhood running fields with his friends, kicking about a wooden ball until the sun went down. He wasn't one to sit still. He was curious, a wanderer even as a boy, walking stone lanes with his satchel, always pushing a little further than Mum or Dad probably wanted him to. Looking back, I can see that same streak followed him right through life. Even the old photos show it, that spark in his eyes, a boy already becoming the man we all came to know. As he grew, he found his craft. Carpentry wasn't just work to him, it was pride, art and purpose. Rolled up sleeves, sawdust in his hair, the smell of fresh cut timber. That smell, he used to say, was better than any cologne. He had strong, rough hands, but what he created was delicate, thoughtful, meant to last. Each piece of furniture carried not just his skill, but his patience. I imagine him then, cycling those old stone roads after a long day in the workshop, sleeves rolled, grin on his face, the kind of tired that comes from honest work. He looked proud, strong, and ready for the life that was waiting. And that life began in earnest when he met Mum, Margaret. Auburn hair, a smile that could stop you mid-sentence. She was his anchor. Their wedding day, caught in those faded black and white photos, was the start of a love story that would span more than 50 years. Together they built a home. It was small at first, but it was full of dreams. Soon it was noisy, messy, and alive, with children. And Dad thrived in that chaos. He wasn't just the man who provided, he was present. At the table every night, at bedtime to hear the stories, in the laughter and in the discipline too. He showed us not only how to work hard, but how to love deeply and consistently. The rings he and Mum wore weren't just metal, they were a promise, and they never broke it. Our childhoods were filled with memories he quietly built for us. Seaside trips, Christmas mornings that seemed like magic, summer picnics in the meadow. Some of my clearest memories of him aren't the big events though, they're the small ones. Sitting beside him fishing at the lake, watching him carve the Sunday roast with total concentration. Hearing him laugh at some silly joke we thought was hilarious. When I graduated, I'll never forget the look in his eyes. He didn't need to say a word. Pride doesn't even cover it. Every step I took forward, I knew it was on the foundation he had laid. Later came the grandchildren, and in truth, I think that was his favourite chapter of all. There was something about having a child on each knee, that twinkle in his eye that softened him even more. The shed and the garden became his havens. Surrounded by tools, flowers and family, he found joy in the ordinary. He and Mum marked 50 years together, not with extravagance but with family gathered close, a cake on the table and laughter in the air. That was their way, love in the everyday. Even as his hair turned silver, his smile never changed, that same warm, steady grin that made you feel, somehow, that everything would always be all right. Dad's legacy isn't in what he owned, it's in us, his children, his grandchildren, this family. In the way we work with our hands, in the way we laugh loud, in the way we show up for each other. He showed us that strength isn't about being the loudest man in the room, it's about showing up, about humility, about love quietly lived day after day. And when our family gathers now, he's still there. In every story retold, in every laugh that shakes the table, in every hug. His presence is woven into us. As the sun sets over the hills he once roamed as a boy, I'm reminded his was a life not just lived, but well loved. And that love carries on through us. And if Dad could leave us with one bit of advice, it would be this: don't rush. Share meals, laugh loud, hold your loved ones close. Because in the end, those are the moments that truly matter. If there's one thing I've learned, it's this. Life isn't about the things you build or the money you make. It's about the moments you share, the laughter around the table, the quiet walks, the hand you hold when the world feels heavy. Be kind, always. You'll never regret kindness. And don't save your love for someday. Give it freely, every chance you get. If I could leave you with one wish, it's that you never rush past the simple moments. They're the ones that last forever. And if you ever find yourself wondering what to do next, just love the people in front of you. That's the only legacy that matters.